Minasan konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
And hello, everyone. Thank you. And this is Musings from Japan, number 18.
That's right, number 18. Who are you?
Who are you? I'm Mark Marin.
I'm Greg Taylor.
And Mark Marin desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Greg Taylor desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
And this is our holiday version, right, Greg?
Our what?
Our holiday version of
Oh,
Musings from
yeah.
Japan.
What holiday are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Japanese Labor Thanksgiving Day.
That's right. Last Monday. Or was it Monday? Yeah. Was it Monday?
And we look at the calendar. Yes, it was Monday.
Yes, it was Monday. I had a day off. Did you have a day off?
Yes, I had a day off, and I did, but I did some work. I had to work on my day off. So much for Labor Thanksgiving Day.
Well, I looked after the kids because my wife also had to work. And so she was not here at home and I was here at home and taking care of kids. So
good job. Yeah. So she was working, and so much for Labor Thanksgiving Day.
That's right.
But also this coincides with American Thanksgiving Day, right?
Yeah, that's right. So yes, 2 days ago, when we're recording, actually
as of this recording,
it was several days ago now.
No, just 2 days ago, right? 2, 3?
2 days ago for us. No, 2 days ago for America.
For them, and 3 for us.
3 for us.
Right. Yeah,
that's right. Because it was
time change.
Actually 4 days ago.
That's right, huh? 4 days ago for us. Yeah.
For us, yeah, 4 days.
Last week.
So it was actually a long time ago.
Yeah, actually, if you're viewing this, we've already passed Black Friday, and we're getting closer to Cyber Monday.
What's interesting, though, is that here in Japan, we had Black Friday, and Black Friday was all day or all week long from the 20th, I believe, to the 27th.
We had Black Week.
Yep, we had Black Week, essentially, but they called it Black Friday.
Right, but Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, but it was but Black Friday was a big week-long event here.
Black Friday matters.
Yeah, Black Friday.
Please don't send any bad comments about how stupid I am. Anyway. So, and anyway, today and all we're featuring in our Musings from Japan. We're actually, Greg and I have upgraded our recording capabilities, haven't we, Greg?
That we have.
If you notice in front of me, I have this nice, this is my blue microphone. This is a cardioid microphone.
Oh, yeah, it came. Good for you.
I ordered this puppy in March, and it finally came, and this is the nice box it came in.
Wow.
Wooden box.
Now, when did you order it?
March.
Wow. But you were expecting it did they give you a delivery date?
Oh yeah, well they said it was on. They weren't sure, but it would probably take 1 to 2 months. I said okay, 1 to 2 months. March, April, May, heart attack, June, July, August, September, October, and actually a week ago it says, oh, it's coming. Oh, so it actually came 9 months to the day from when I ordered. So, but it's really nice, and I've got this nice little screen here. I've got this this is the microphone. This is the microphone.
Oh, it's got a nice stand.
Yeah, so, and I can use this for my trombone recording and other video recordings. Got this nice stand on here. I got it hooked up. Got it into my
pop screen too.
I've got it into my interface over here. So I'm all set up. So now,
is that a USB microphone?
No, interface, Greg. This is a micro. This microphone. It doesn't plug into the computer. I have an interface.
Well, this is my microphone here.
You know what an interface is, right, Greg?
No, I don't. But
okay,
this is my microphone here.
Yeah, that's a Shure mic. It's a little. It's a. He's got a USB mic.
That's right, and it's a US $150, and this part here is very, very heavy.
Okay, well, since Greg is talking, this is US $450. And Greg, I can't hear you now.
Oh, you can't hear me now?
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so how about now?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, we're back to. So anyway, my microphone was a gift from my brother because his company required him to get another microphone for their meetings, for their Zoom meetings or whatever intranet thing that they use for their meetings. And so he says, hey, I'll just give it to you. And he shipped it to me, and it was about $50 or $60 to ship to me. And he shipped it, and he was going to ship a stand with it, but the stand would have been expensive as well. It'd been about $60. So I guess rather than ship
Greg,
a stand,
you can get all of that here, because like this is also
that's the plan. So
this is the same thing that you have. It's a USB microphone, and I've got, it comes with the stand, a little stand you can put on your desk, and all this stuff. And this is
so
about
that's
the same price.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a stand here at one of the stores here. And what's fascinating about Japan, if you are an American viewer to this video, is that Japan is just the land of electronic stores, and there's wonderful, fantastic electronic stores just about in any town, any big town, that is.
Well, where you're at, you have outside of Tokyo, you're probably in the third largest electronics market in Japan.
Yeah, I would think that's probably correct. So
yeah, well, I mean, Tokyo, Osaka, I think you're number 3. Some people might argue that the Kobe area or down in Hiroshima, but
well, do you consider Yokohama as part of Tokyo?
Yeah, that's part of the market there.
Yeah, so if that's the case, then they're all lumped in together.
Yeah,
but
you're
I mean,
3.
electronic stores are like candy stores here in Japan. They're fantastic. And so I've got this wonderful microphone that's perfect for my needs, and it's clear. It's going to be a clear sound. And not to say, what I was using earlier was my computer.
Oh, what you had before was perfect too.
I was fine.
Yeah.
But you could hear some external noise a little bit, and I think this is a little bit clearer.
It's cleaner. It's cleaner.
Yeah, it has a cleaner sound.
Yeah. My microphone, I was using a regular condenser mic here.
Yeah, and that would kind of sound scratchy just occasionally. I mean, it has scratching, a little bit of scratchy sound, but it's really good actually. Yeah,
it's not on. It's not hooked up.
It had a scratchy sound, but it wasn't that bad actually.
And my microphone didn't have any scratches.
The microphone that you're using now is what a nice microphone. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, I mean, but also I can use this for recording trombone, and so I'm going to be doing a lot more online video recordings.
Try to make some of that puffy noise with your voice. Your right in. Yeah. See. It doesn't really make a bad noise with that screen in front. That's great.
That's why you got the screen, and also when I fall asleep, it'll keep me from hitting the mic.
Well, there you go. So this Shure microphone, it's a Shure MV51.
I'm sure it is,
and it's a great microphone. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, and so we're up to grade. We got
We got
the computers, we got the mic.
This is our 18th Musings from Japan, so
that's right.
All the time doing Musings from Japan, so I finally got a decent microphone.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you notice, today I'm wearing a nice collar shirt. Actually, this is a custom shirt. I had it tailored for me, and so this has my initials on it. It says Mark Marin, and this nice color. I'm not into funky colors, but this is. What do you think, Greg? Not bad, huh?
It looks great. You always look great. You're a slick dresser.
Well, you too now. You don't got that funky t-shirts or the gorilla stuff or whatever. I forgot what the t-shirts were.
Ballsiness.
Yeah, the ballsy. Yes.
Ballsiness t-shirts. Yeah.
A little disclaimer on the bottom. But you look nice, turtleneck. It's winter time finally coming around here. That's
I would say, we've had chilly or cold weather kind of for a month now, maybe.
Yep.
A little over a month in Japan, but
yep.
But this week has turned maybe the coldest weather we've had so far.
Today or later on this afternoon, there's a big cold mass that's going to be coming over our area of Japan, where I'm at on the Japan seaside. And the mountains already have snow. The Ide-san, which is the tallest mountain around here, already has a white cap, and Nenox, which is the local ski resort, the top of the mountain, Mount Nenox, has already got snow on it, and they're expecting it to start to fill up. So they're hoping this year to actually have a ski season. Because
Oh,
Niigata
last year they didn't.
had zero.
Yeah,
I had two students who lost jobs because
that's too bad.
they always work part-time in the winter. They work at the ski resorts. They like to work at the snowboard and the ski lodges, but they lost their jobs last winter, and that's a very lucrative job. Niigata Prefecture, the last year there was no snow, so they had a very poor winter, and then right after that the pandemic started. So I know that a little pandemic talk real quick, but around Japan, a lot of places are suffering, and I know the States, it's really bad right now, especially in California and LA. And I know there's a lot of problems. I'll just say problems. I'm not going to dwell on it. But here, Niigata had the double whammy of no winter, means the loss of winter income, and then boom, the pandemic hits, and now and the lots of jobs. I mean, it's very difficult. Part of my job at the college is to give my students jobs, and I and I've told this to Greg, but since I've been working at the college, I have a 100% placement rate. I have never been failed to get a student a job, or to get them prepared for a job, or to get them to pass the interview for a job. And this year I only I got two more. I got to get a gig, and whatever I do, whatever I do, and however I prepare them, we just can't find the gigs, man. There's not enough jobs, and nobody's hiring. Airlines in Japan have stopped hiring, so our airline department students, some of them got the jobs prior to the pandemic, so they were lucky, but most of them now are like they have nothing. I have one girl who's excellent student, excellent in English, great skills, great personality, but has no job, and she can get a job. I'm What she wants to do is work in the airline industry, and there are no jobs right now because they froze all the hiring. So I don't know what to do, because I work at a college that has a major airline department.
Yeah.
So anyway, I hope Niigata, I mean, just for Niigata's sake, not for me, I hope it snows and there's a ski season here, and that would at least bring some jobs back. Now, there has been a rise in COVID here, but we're talking the largest we had was 33 cases in one day, and that was an isolated cluster at an elementary school in Kashiwazaki, Greg. So um, and that's because somebody went to Tokyo, came back and infected their family, and they went to school and infected the school because they were a school teacher. So they closed an elementary school. It's a cluster, is what they, it's just a cluster here. But Greg, you're in the third worst place in Japan right now.
Yes, that's right. Aichi
Yep.
Prefecture
And
in
there's
central Japan.
major restrictions in your area. I don't know if you know this. They don't want you going to that out. You're supposed to stay home.
Oh,
No,
really?
no. Yeah. See, oh, I think there's a problem with communication in Aichi. It's not your fault. I mean, because you're not in charge of disseminating information, but there's a problem with trying to get people to stay home and to not go out at night and not go out to the malls and all this kind of stuff. We're going to talk about that because you have a great mall coming, that we want to talk about. But Aichi, the governor, showed it. I saw it on news here, and he showed, you're on level 4. There's only 5 levels. 5 is like shut down. You're on level 4. You're this close to getting shut down in Aichi. So you have no word on that, Greg? Nothing?
Nope.
Your
Didn't know that. I mean,
school is no warnings or
just going along.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, so we just hope everyone out there in the world is staying safe, keeping clean.
Yeah.
Now,
Stay safe, everybody. They're going
my
to have a vaccine available
my
in a few
my
months, maybe.
yeah, the vaccine will be there, and I think Greg and I were talking a bit. And so the vaccine will be there, but most doctors that I talk to and I have talked to say, the vaccine is great, but it's going to take 1 or 2 or 3 seasons for this vaccine to really get into the populace to start to prevent and the spread of this. Just give it a couple years, we'll be out of that, right?
Yeah.
You
A
know, you
couple of
know,
years. That's a
I
long time.
it's a long time, but I don't know of any pandemic in the history of the world that only happened in 1 year or less than a year. Black Plague, killed 1/3 of Europe, or almost 50% of the world population when it happened in the Middle Ages, and that came back 4 times, I believe. And each time it came back, it was like a couple of years and goes away, and then a couple more years goes away. So
Yeah.
the Spanish flu, took 3.5 years itself. And that was in the 20th century. So Hong Kong flu in the 60s took
The
took
Spanish flu
a
was about 100 years ago.
yeah, it was 100. Yeah, it was my family all survived. My grandparents, they were born and lived in that time, and they survived. They lived to a nice ripe old age. But you know, just be clean. Make sure things are you taking care of business. You're wearing your mask, and I think if each person takes individual responsibility, at least the spread will slow down. The problem is right now, and right now, especially in Tokyo, I'm sorry, even some of the students at my school do this. They're going to like Disneyland.
Oh, I've known people
What
that went to
what?
Disneyland or Disney Sea or
So they're
doing a
so they're taking the train. They're getting in
Nagashima Spa Land,
right.
in Nagoya.
They're getting into a metal tube with a bunch of people going to someplace, getting out, enjoying being in crowds, getting back in that tube and coming back home. The crowded tube, the
Yeah.
train or whatever. And it's like, okay, I understand it's good to get out, and I understand it's psychologically it's really healthy for you, but I don't know. I mean, it's kind of wait, take your time, and they,
It's interesting.
I don't know.
I read an article about the corona pandemic
Hmm.
here in Japan, and it was today. It was an article that I had read today from American news source, and what's interesting, it talked about Japan, and it said that more people have died in 1 month in Japan from suicide
Yeah,
than they have with the corona pandemic
right. I saw the same thing. Yeah, there's more people dying of suicide in Japan right now than the corona. I mean,
in 1 month.
and we're I mean, in Japan, everyone's scared. Trust me. Tokyo, but Tokyo. I think I told this to Greg too, and it was on the news a couple of days ago. Tokyo had a peak of like 581 infections in one day. 581. The same day, Los Angeles had 4,300.
And
And
Riverside County,
Tokyo is almost twice the size of Los Angeles.
yeah. And see, Tokyo, the metropolitan area of Tokyo is
Oh,
approximately 32 million.
right. So, so you have this. Uh, and what's the difference between Los Angeles and Tokyo? What's the big difference? The biggest
I
difference?
know one difference, and I can tell you
Hmm.
is that everyone, when they go out, they wear. I mean, let me see. 99.9% of people wear masks.
Right. They're wearing masks, and
Yeah.
they clean, and people are cleaning shops. I mean, I haven't seen on the news here there's a mask. I haven't seen the news from California, or I mean, Greg would know because he still keeps better contact than I do. But every day on the news here, whether it's the local news or the national news, they always show people in the shops wiping down. Every day in my classroom, I'm wiping down
Yeah, it's every
they
day. I'm doing it. I'm doing it in my work.
are we
So I
doing
wipe
that?
down
Are we doing that?
with bleach.
Are they doing that in Los Angeles?
I wonder. I don't know.
You know,
I tend to think that in businesses they are, but I know that I think that the level of cleanliness is much higher in Japan than in America.
Yep. Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be condescending in any way, but I think the Japanese society in general is a much cleaner society. And I mean, you can attest that. I can attest to that by the fact that if you go out on the street, you're not likely to find litter or garbage laying on the street as you are in
Right.
America.
Right.
And you're always constantly seeing people, shopkeepers, homeowners, residents or whoever, people sweeping the sidewalks in the streets and
Right.
keeping everything clean, meticulously clean.
Yeah, and that's the key point. It's just part of society. You've probably seen the videos, those of you who are watching us from America, where they show elementary kids cleaning the floors in the classrooms. This is before the pandemic. I mean, it's taught. I mean, students always clean everything. So there's Greg is showing America.
America. This is
Yeah,
a Barnes and Noble in Southern California,
but California's locked down
on
basically.
Black Friday in
Yeah.
Los Angeles area, and this is this is in the morning, but there's no customers. Where are the customers?
Online.
And this is
Online, Greg. They're online.
this is well, they purchased a record 9 billion online, and here's another.
Really, they had a
Same
record.
store.
I read some places that the online shop was far below the expectations.
I don't know, but
I I,
you
I
know, you're going
didn't
to
see
hear.
any records. I saw people expressing, maybe we'll find out Cyber Monday if it comes to fruition. But I always saying that shopping is down, uh, and a lot of people are
Well, I mean, so what do? You just
well, you have no job, and so it's difficult to go shopping. That I think that's what it is. I mean, people are afraid they don't want to spend too much money right now because they don't know if they have a job next week.
yeah.
You
So
know, yeah,
um, it's really quite fascinating. I know that I also saw scenes from Los Angeles near Universal Studios on Thanksgiving, and the streets were absolutely dead. There was nobody. Where here in Japan, life continues. It slowed down, I think, earlier this year with when we had the big lockdown all over the world, and then it's picked up somewhat. Traffic has picked up somewhat, but I did go on the Shinkansen earlier this month, and the Shinkansen was maybe at the most a quarter,
disclaimer:
5% full.
Greg violated the
Well,
directive from his
yeah, but
governor.
I was very careful as best as I could be, and we had a specific purpose in going,
Yeah,
and
but was it, again, you were conscious of it. See, that's the key point. I mean, you just didn't get up and say, I'm going to Yokohama, boom, you get on the train. No, you had a plan. You were conscious of it. You made the arrangements. You had your mask. You took care of business. See, I think that's what it is. As long as you're careful and you take care of yourself and your business, it's okay to go to Yokohama. I mean, we're not allowed now. My company is taking it. My school and the company that manages the schools, the colleges, saying they don't want us going to Tokyo unless, if you have business, okay, that's fine. But when you come back to Niigata, you have to self isolate. That means, so if I went to Tokyo today and I came back today, even if it's just a day trip, I just take the train, go to the place, get on the train, come back. No extra shopping. I would have to stay home for the next 10 days after that to clear, to quarantine myself. So,
pretty
that's what they
strict.
want. Yeah.
Yeah.
And but see, they said it, and then everyone says, okay, we'll do that. If we necessary, we'll do it. And no questions. It's just, we need to do that so, you know, it's it works. It works. I think if you can get people in America to think that way, it's like, well, if I do that, I better, take care of myself and not risk affecting anybody else just in case I did get infected. Everyone thinks that way and prepares themselves before they go and after they come back. I think you'd have less of a tragedy. I mean, but there's so much of a tragedy. But I know reading Facebook and Instagram and other media that I'm on, reading about our friends in the States, the friends that we have seem to have, I'll compliment all of you. You have really good common sense. You're not doing anything crazy, and you're worried about this, and so you're taking care of yourself. That's nice. That's nice. But it, unfortunately, on the news, what we get here, information, it seems that you're a minority. The majority just don't care, and that's what scares me. That's what scares me. So anyway, let's get off this, Greg. Let's get off of this.
Okay, very good.
I want you to talk about in the midst of this pandemic, there's businesses going on and new shops are opening, and you told me that there's a new Eon or a new mall?
I posted on my Facebook. I posted a video, and I don't have a copy of that video. I'd love to share it with you, but I think I deleted it. But it's
Why?
it's
on Facebook anyway.
It's on Facebook.
Okay.
So I deleted it, and but it's of a local. See, Eon is a company here in Japan that has they probably are the number one mall company in America, in Japan.
One of them, yeah.
They're definitely one of the tops. They're a grocery outlet, and they're a a supermarket and shopping malls all over Japan.
I think Daiei is the number one. I'm not sure, but
well,
yeah, but they're huge.
I'm only speaking on conjecture and my own personal thoughts. But I
like that conjecture.
I know that
conjecture.
I know that Eon is you can go to Okinawa, an island in Okinawa chain, and you can be within sight of Taiwan, and there's an Eon on that island, and so it's Eon's pretty much all over the country.
Well, I think you can go to Hokkaido in view of the Sakhalin.
I don't know, but I'll tell you,
probably
I know that I enjoyed Eon, and that I enjoy Eon. We have a nice large Eon mall, about a 15-20 minute drive from my house. About a 15-minute drive.
I have an Eon mall, a 10-minute walk.
Yeah, 10-minute walk. I love that Eon mall. And you and I have had we've had Facebook Live discussions from the food court. And
actually, I think the very first thing that we ever did as a recording, Greg, was
that was it.
Yeah.
And on your Facebook, and then we had another 30-minute session, the same setting.
Yeah.
On my Facebook. So that was a lot of fun. I remember that. And
but now we got Zoom.
Easy. So Zoom is great because Zoom, you can record and anyway, back to the Eon. Yeah. So here in Okazaki, business does go on. Mm-hmm. I don't see the restaurant or business closure like you would see in America, but what's interesting is they built a new. It's a mall. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a strip mall, but it's bigger than us. It's hard to say. I could put a link in. We could put a link.
No, it's like a strip mall. It's the Eon style, right? Is that what it is?
It's an Eon style strip mall, but it's Eon's called Eon Town. We have various strip malls like that around Okazaki. And it's like 2 stories, you have an elevators, escalators, things like that. And it's similar to an American strip mall, but maybe bigger. And but it's smaller than a city mall, a shopping mall.
It's probably the same size as the one here in Shibata, right? Like about that size?
No, it's smaller than that.
Smaller than that? Okay.
It's smaller than your Eon. And it's a different style too, because your Eon Mall is like
ours is a mall,
regular shopping mall.
You're talking like remember in Nakajo, the Max Value? That's Eon style.
Right? But it's bigger than that.
It's
yeah.
Okay, so everyone is between Max Value and Eon
Yeah,
shop.
and
Okay.
in fact, we have a max value at that new. Anyway, on Friday, 2 days ago, it opened.
Ooh,
Had their grand opening,
what's
and
in there? What's in the mall then?
they
Got
have
Eon. You got Eon, which is the major
they have
supermarket,
they
and
have an Adeon electronics store,
ah,
and we just bought we earlier this year we bought at another Adeon at Comtown, Okazaki Comtown.
Compton.
They have an Adeon electronics store, and that Comtown is bigger, a little bit bigger than this Eon Town that they just opened up 2 days ago. But we
Maybe you
have
can get your mic stand there.
yeah, I could do that, and so in fact I just might do that.
Yeah.
And so we have Adeon electronics store.
Mm.
We have Max Value Supermarket. They have numerous other shops. They have a 24-hour gym. They have
That 24-hour fitness.
it's called no, I forgot what it's called, but it's
it's a 24-hour gym,
it's
right?
24-hour gym.
Yeah, for ladies and gentlemen, that's the new thing now in Japan. Since just before the pandemic, about a year before the pandemic, people were getting into quick health gyms now, and so especially in Niigata, they would take old convenience stores and they convert them into these gyms. We have one. Remember the Challenger supermarket here in Shibata?
Oh yes.
You remember there was a Daiso, 100
Yeah.
yen? That's gone. That's a fitness shop.
Well, here, remember Welsha?
Yeah, Welsh, yeah.
We have a Welsha pharmacy.
Well, Welsh is a
In
national one.
in
So
in the and
in the
I don't
mall, though.
remember seeing a Welsha pharmacy in Okazaki, but we have a Welsha pharmacy in this new Eon Town.
Wow.
And
but most important though,
well,
in any
this is
shouldn't it be the food stuff?
yeah, but you know what's interesting is
Hmm.
in a separate building there's a brand new Starbucks, and I only know of one other
Nice.
Starbucks in Okazaki, and that's right near the Eon, which is generally in the same direction. It's a little bit, if you go, it's a little bit further than this new Eon Town, but the Eon Mall has a Starbucks inside the mall, and it also has a standing Starbucks just down the street from Eon Mall.
Nice.
But this new Eon Town mall has a Starbucks as well, which is fantastic. And because I personally enjoy Starbucks, but it also has Burger King.
Yeah.
And so can I talk a little bit about this? I'd like to talk about this. This is a coupon thing insert from the newspaper, from the Chunichi Shimbun, the Nagoya newspaper, and we get I think they have an edition for Okazaki. But what's interesting, this is a coupon and if you look at this, our American friends, this is just like an American coupon page, where you have, it looks just like it. So what this says here, it says that the Burger King, Eon Town, Okazaki, Miyai store, this is what it says in Japanese up here. And then it says it opened at on Friday.
It's a
11/27.
Grand opening.
Grand opening, because that's what it says. It says grand open right here, which means grand opening, and it says November 27th at 10 a.m. That's right. So for those of you, and it gives you a little map how to get there. On the back, let's look at the food that they have. This is where Burger King has a slightly different menu than America, and the taste is almost the same. For me, it's not really noticeably different, except in the menu item, and I'm going to talk about that real quick. But what's the same is, look at, these are American companies that you have Google. You can get an app. And what I did was I just used the QR code on my iPhone camera, and I downloaded the Burger King Japan app, and I was able to do that. Apparently it was on the American store, so I can go to Burger King and order my food on my app and have it ready to be picked up when I'm there, which is great. Would you like to hear what's on the menu?
No.
Well, I'm going to say, can I say for our listeners?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so this one here is and it says in Japanese, it says Whopper set. It's a Whopper set. This is a Whopper set, so we get that in America. This is a Whopper cheese set, which is great. Yum
A
yum
Whopper
yum.
with cheese.
And this is a teriyaki
But
teriyaki teriyaki Whopper Junior set. And when I say set, can you explain that real quick before I go on?
It's a set menu. It usually comes with a side order of fries or onion rings and a drink of some sort.
Yeah,
So you
it's a
get
set
you get
meal.
the burger, the fry or onion ring, and a drink.
Yeah,
I don't know the size, but usually medium or small.
or you could have a large set too.
Yeah,
So
and pay plus 50 yen and get a large, that kind
yeah, and the price difference the prices are just like American in that regard. But
Really?
sets are a big thing in Japanese.
Yeah, everybody has sets.
Yeah.
But what's the opposite of set? If you just wanted a burger, what would you order, Greg? You would say
Tamping day.
Tamping was me.
Yeah.
Just a la carte.
Yeah.
I want the burger.
Yeah. So
Keep your
this
fries.
here is this is a 4-cheese hamburger, 4-cheese Whopper.
Quattro formaggio.
Yeah, quattro cheese Whopper Junior set.
Actually, they have cheese. You ever had the 4-cheese pizza?
I love the 4-cheese pizza.
Yeah, quattro formaggio. Yeah.
If you recall, in the basement of Niigata Station, there used to be.
That's right.
What was that? Great. What was the restaurant's name?
Sizzeria?
No. It was.
That was across the street.
It was below. It was in the basement.
Yeah.
I know it, but they closed when I lived in Niigata, and they closed, and then they became a Yoshinoya. I was very disappointed because that restaurant was there at least 15 years.
Yeah,
at least 10 years.
But they had the 4-cheese pizza, which
they
was
had a 4-cheese pizza, which was delicious, and
with the honey, right?
The honey, I poured honey on top of it. Yeah. And that's how they eat the 4-cheese pizza here in Japan. Is that you just pour the honey on top of it, but it's still delicious. And
they don't have any honey on that hamburger.
Pardon?
Any honey on that hamburger?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
But this is a spicy Whopper Junior, right here. The spicy Whopper Junior. This is a taru chicken baga. So a chicken burger with tartar sauce.
Yeah.
And this
not
is French
tartar.
Fries. No. And this is a French fries, and these are onion rings.
Hey, Greg, I want to challenge you.
I got onion rings here.
Right now, that's what I was going to say. Now you got the onion rings. You don't have to go to most burgers.
And here is you can get a hot coffee, iced coffee, or melon soda. You can get melon soda there.
Something I never order.
Oh, I love melon soda. And then you can get a float. I don't know what kind of float this is. It looks like it's a cola float. They have cola or anyway, you can get a float.
Hey, what does it say up at the top?
This?
Yeah.
I can't read that kanji. It says it's tasty.
Umai is tasty, but
tasty, but I don't know these two kanji. Grilled
no. or char grilled. This is fire. Is man, I can't.
This character
see.
Right
I
here.
can't say the kanji, but it means charred and delicious. Char broiled and delicious. That's because that's the thing of Burger King. All their burgers are char broiled as opposed to on.
Burger King was the first real job I ever had in my life, in Porterville, California, where I grew up and went to high school.
Wow.
That area.
You didn't pick cabbage?
I did. No, I moved orange. I moved sprinklers in an orange grove.
Yeah, see, that's your first job.
That was my first job.
That's your real job.
But my first paycheck job where it was no, I got a paycheck from that job, but I mean my first job like Burger King or something like that.
First company
job like that.
Non-ag.
Outside of agriculture was Burger King, and
that's cool.
I got fired.
Why? Were you eating too much or?
No, I was I had to go on a trip or something, and when I came back, my name wasn't on the schedule, and I says, "Well, why is my name not on the schedule?" And he says, "Well, in the fast food world, you got to be really fast, and you're just not fast enough." So
Oh,
that's all right.
that's okay. Hey, hey. So speaking about
Oh, so
food.
Mark, just a one moment.
Oh
I got a
man.
Burger King thing. Here's a McDonald's flyer.
Ooh. Oh, they have a Godiva chocolate.
Yeah, we have Godiva chocolate and the Mac Cafe
How do you
and
say Godiva in Japanese?
Godiva. I don't know.
No, Godiva.
Is that what it is?
Godiva.
Yeah. So these are coupons for the drinks at McDonald's.
Yeah. Hey, but since it's Thanksgiving, did you have turkey on Thanksgiving? Did you do
No, I
anything?
didn't.
No.
No. But
Me too. I didn't either.
um
But you have a but.
yes, I'm having Thanksgiving dinner tonight.
Those
In
who
fact,
have
as we
enjoyed.
speak, it's morning here in Japan. It's morning, but as we speak, I smell things cooking right now in the kitchen.
Hey, Greg, if you saw his Facebook, he just joyfully displayed his ordered turkey. And I think some people make comments that it said baby turkey.
It's a baby turkey because the turkey came from France, and in English, it's on the turkey. It's a baby turkey.
Yeah.
But we ordered a turkey and we ordered the turkey online through Rakuten, and it came. I think it was it came frozen in dry ice, and um, my wife thawed it out yesterday.
I'm glad
And
it didn't come live and have your wife have to cut its neck
well,
off
that's a
yesterday.
good. Fortunately, not. So, but she's making. What's amazing about my wife is that she was she lived in America for a long time, and um, her friends, her dear friend's mother taught her how to make American turkey,
Wow.
an American Thanksgiving meal.
Mm,
So my wife is completely, as you would say, fluent in proficient in making
proficient.
American dishes and
Thank
such as turkey, just like any
so
American could
so
make a
Greg's
turkey.
Thanksgiving is thank God he has a wife who can cook like
It's
that.
a wonderful, wonderful thing. So I can have
It's a
a
wonderful day in the neighborhood.
sorry, I can have a traditional American Thanksgiving dinner,
Wow. Can I
American
can
style.
I
Let's put.
can I ask you how much did that cost? I mean, what did you got the turkey? What else that
Oh,
came in the pack?
I'm guessing. Here's the picture that I
Well, what's in
put
there? What
together.
tell me. I know,
Uh,
but tell me.
um, it's a packaging. It's the
Well,
turkey.
what's in turkey?
It's approximately a 4 pound turkey, and
Two
it's
kilo
frozen.
turkey.
And we got it's from a place called the Meat Guy
I know, I
through
saw that, but what's in?
Rakuten.
Does it like gravy? The stuffing? I mean, what comes? Just a bird?
Mm,
You had to have other things with it, right? Maybe the
no,
gravy sauce or
I
nothing.
think my wife makes her own gravy sauce.
So it's just a turkey. So how
Yeah, I
much was
believe
the
so.
turkey? Now, how much
Mm,
was that? Two
Five
that
or 6,000 yen, $50 or $60.
that's expensive.
I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure. I could ask her. And
Costco in Yamagata. Here, I saw 6 kilos, which is like a 15-pound turkey,
yeah,
bigger, and that was only 6,000 yen.
maybe it was maybe like 3,000 yen. I don't know.
Well, it is. You said it was from France, so maybe it's that the
It's imported
taxes,
from France, yeah.
and
And
then
we had a turkey that was imported from America, and it said
hmm,
young turkey 2 years ago.
right, and that
We have
that
we have turkey every year, so and I mean it's your basic Thanksgiving meal, and it's going to be great. It's going to be delicious. So I'm not going to eat any lunch today. I don't think.
no, then you're having comida.
What's that?
You're like you're having early dinner, late lunch, right? That's what you're
Well, I
doing.
don't know what time we're going to have it, so I haven't
That's
discussed that
comida.
with her.
Comida.
Yeah, I haven't discussed that. I don't know. I'll eat when my wife serves the dinner.
It's
So
dinner time, Greg.
yeah, so
Sit your
but
butt
it's gonna be
down.
great. I'm really excited about it.
You're lucky. That's good. Is she making pumpkin pie?
The pumpkin pie, she made the stuff that goes into pumpkin pie, the
That's
pumpkin
called the
itself,
filling.
the filling.
Yeah.
She made that yesterday, and
So she's going to bake it today. You're going to have fresh baked pumpkin
fresh
pie.
baked. Not only is it fresh baked, it's fresh.
You killed the pumpkin too? You went out and you hunted pumpkin?
She cut up the pumpkin and pureed it,
Wow.
and it's going to make a pumpkin pie,
That's cool, Greg. I mean, that's great. I mean, that's
a
and
handmade pumpkin pie.
you've been able to enjoy that since you've been in Okazaki. Right. You've been able to enjoy real Thanksgiving food.
Yeah, I think this is our fourth year.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time I had a Thanksgiving, I can't remember because I haven't had turkey. I have not I have not cooked turkey in Japan.
Well,
I've had cooked turkey. I remember in a long time ago ordering from a department store like Mitsukoshi or Isetan,
yeah,
and ordering, and they delivered a turkey meal.
I believe it was
Very expensive, but
I believe it was 2013,
mhm.
my first autumn in Japan.
Autumn
That
in
our
Japan.
dear friend Anders, who we've had as a
Yep,
guest,
that's right.
several musings from Japan ago.
Twice.
We've yeah, and he had some of his friends, 4 or 5 of us, and
Hmm.
we had a. I think he did this more than one time. In fact,
Oh yeah, he
I know
has.
he did.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I've spent Thanksgiving possibly with him twice.
Well, at his house, right? At the former house he had in Murakami.
No, you know what? I believe I spent Thanksgiving there, but I
Hmm.
also spent Thanksgiving before. Um, it was he had an apartment in
In Shibata
in
downtown.
Shibata,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And so I spent the first Thanksgiving there, and he had a full size bird, and it was very
And
well cooked, and it
and
was very well prepared.
and he had an oven.
Yeah,
See,
he had the
ladies and gentlemen, that's the biggest issue. Is like if you want to cook, like Greg's got a 4 pound. You said a 4 pound, two
yeah.
kilo
It's
turkey.
approximately 1,800 grams.
It's a big chicken. It looks like, it's a big, it's a turkey, but it's a young turkey. It's big, but it's not a full size American size turkey because you don't have an oven big enough for that. I mean, I've only seen, actually, I'm going to do in a couple weeks, I'm going to do an international food kind of festival for students. And I'm going to make tacos. We're going to make tacos and have Christmas cookies. And anyway, but there's a center, Big Camera, right? In Niigata Station.
Yes, I
Well,
bought many things there.
downstairs on the first floor, they opened this new, what they call free space. And they have like a kitchen, they have an offices that you can rent. It's kind of like, open space where you can rent for events. And they have this nice full kitchen, and they have ovens. They have two big ovens. But again, if I wanted to put like a American turkey, it barely fits. Actually,
So
there'll
what's the
be no,
purpose of that oven space?
with the big oven.
You rent it and you can
Yeah,
cook there?
yeah, they have grills and oven. And you can have like food festivals or parties, and that was the original thing. But it's convenient. It's right by Big Camera. You can get on the train, go there, and do your thing, and then get clean up. They have dishes, pots and pans, knives, everything you
Do they
need.
have tables to eat?
Tables to eat, counters. They even have a bar. They have an ice machine. They have two
Huh.
big so you can stock it and have your own party event. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do. Uh, I wanted to bring new students. The students that we're going to recruit for next year, they're going to come in, and I would teach them how to make tacos. We just chop up vegetables and make salsa and boil chicken and make tacos, right? But I can't do it because we can't. We have to social distance, and right now we can't. We don't want to take a risk. So I'm going to do a video. I'm going to show how I make tacos and do the whole thing and do it there. But it's nice because it's a huge open space, and then I can set cameras up, and it'll be nice. And
That sounds great.
Yeah,
Sounds
and
like a
but
wonderful place to do it.
but I saw
And
that ovens. I was thinking, oh man, if this oven's big enough, I can bake a turkey. And of course, I looked at it. A big. I can put a chicken in there, a whole chicken, no problem. Maybe your turkey, no problem. It's probably the same size as your convection oven.
well, we were just talking about that today. My wife,
Mhm.
our oven is pretty old. It's a convectional slash microwave oven, convectional, and so we're talking about getting a new oven.
Good job. Yeah,
But here in Japan, they call a microwave a denshi range.
Denchi, the electric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to dinner. She's making mashed potatoes and I don't know what else she's making, gravy, but she'll have vegetables and things like that, and it's gonna be a nice home cooked meal.
Nice, nice. Well, anyway, Greggy, you should get going, right? You have some things to do here soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, we wanted to give a big chat and explain and hope that all of you are starting off your Thanksgiving holiday weekend and having a great beginning of the Christmas holiday season coming up, right?
That's right.
So, here, lots of things that I'm doing have been canceled. All the Christmas concerts, Christmas events, even visiting the kindergartens I used to dress up as Santa and do little special events and going to
Oh, um,
all canceled.
my
Oh,
Santa,
Greg,
two things. I'm gonna get a Santa costume, and it's coming from France as well. And then
I got mine from
uh,
France.
we've we've ordered we've ordered one, and I think it looks just like yours, to be honest.
Oh, good, yeah.
And I'm gonna have a Santa suit, and then we're also getting a new Christmas tree that's gonna be as tall as me,
Oh, nice, nice.
and that comes in a week or so too. I think next week.
The
So
only thing, the only thing that I've done prepare for Christmas this year is this beard. Now, I don't know if you could see.
yeah,
Actually, it's pretty getting pretty long.
it's pretty long. You
Yeah.
know,
So.
I was thinking how here in Japan the delivery system for mail, and you get mail here every day of the week,
Yeah.
and they
Excuse me.
they
I'm
they they deliver
grooming.
most of your mail on how do I say it? They deliver most of the mail by motorcycles
Yeah,
at my
but
place.
depending, yeah, in your place, motorcycles are most convenient through traffic. Here, both trucks and motorcycles.
Yeah, but we typically see motorcycles here
Hmm.
because it's fast and convenient. So, and we're very close to the local post office, and then I don't know if that's where it comes from, but either way, it's very efficient and fast.
Yeah, that's nice. So I'm already starting my Christmas shopping. I already have everything set up for everyone. I'm gonna do my things, set those out this weekend. American Christmas shopping's done,
Oh,
and then
great.
I'll go.
Online?
Yeah, of course. I'm not going to go someplace, you
Yeah.
know. Actually, because everyone I ask, "What do you want?" Oh, I don't know, So I'll send you a gift card and get what you want.
You're like Santa. You're good, Santa Mark.
Ho ho ho, man. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna kind of miss doing the Santa stuff. Even the Nichibei Kyokai, the Japan America Society, which I'm on the board of trustees here in Niigata. We canceled. I always have an American music Christmas live concert, and canceled. But I'm going to be doing an online event with them, explaining the importance of Duke Ellington to Niigata City, which we'll talk about some other time. I think I talked about it before on Musings, but I'm going to do an online thing, and then one of the best saxophone players, jazz sax players. Nagasawa-san. I think Greg, you met.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna his quintet's gonna play and do some Duke's music, and I'm gonna sit in with his group, and we're gonna do that. And this is gonna be a live thing, and then we'll just rebroadcast it. But they're not. They decided not to do the Christmas element of it, which kind of it's like, okay, we're just doing the Duke Ellington thing, and that's good because for Niigata City, that's important. But we're kind of losing the Christmas element. So Christmas this year is going to be kind of bland. Even at the school, I'm not doing any Christmas things. Our last day, I will do kind of a special thing for the recruit, but the students, we're not going to participate in anything. So what I did with my students, just to finish the Christmas thing, is that I teach English literature, and I was teaching them about literary devices and different things that you use in literature and reading, and to identify, analogy, metaphor, assonance, alliterations, that kind of stuff. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to incorporate a Christmas thing. I was going to do a Christmas carol, but I did that last year. I said, I got to do something new. I pulled out the Grinch who stole Christmas, because there's lots of literary devices in there that Dr. Seuss wrote to help children read and learn, but they found it interesting. The clang clang clang, the pow pow pow, all these kind of alliteration, assonance, kind of repetitions that they use, and it's fun. So we're gonna work on the Grinch and read it, and then watch the original, the TV movie, 1966, I think, the Boris Karloff one. That's the one I like. And then they wanted to see the movie, the Jim Carrey movie that they did of the Grinch, so we'll show that, and that's kind of our Christmas celebration. Last year I did a Christmas Carol, and then we watched the man who, what was that movie? The Man Who Wrote Christmas, or invented Christmas. I forgot the name. It was a kind of a pseudo history about Dickens and how he wrote the Christmas Carol. So you didn't see that, Greg? No? Okay. Greg, that's your homework. You got to watch that. Okay. Greg is coughing now, so he's on silent mode. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. And
Man,
it's
that's why I have the water. So anyway, Greggy, I talked enough. So that's it. We're done. Musings from Japan, number 18.
Number 18.
Finito. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And please come back, and then hopefully we'll have another guest and stuff. And please look at Greg's Facebook page if you're not on my Facebook page. Lots of music and lots of crazy stuff coming up. Take care. See you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Okay.